Good morning, students. Welcome to the online class. Now, English class. In the last two classes, we studied reporter speech. The important changes from direct speech to indirect speech, and the structure of the sentence in indirect speech. We discussed all these things and practiced also. Some of you did not watch the video fully, I think. They watched the video literally and tried to do the homework. Automatically the homework will become wrong now. So you people must watch the video fully, especially grammar classes. If you watch the video fully only you can understand something. Otherwise there will be no use. You cannot write as you wish or as you like. With the examples I explained how to change into reporter speech. One change some of you did not understand yet, that is when we change the past tense into reporter speech, the past tense will change to perfect tense. That means simple past will change to past perfect. Went, simple past, it will become hard gone. Like that. This change some of you did not care, I think. They used a simple past only in reporter speech also. If the verb in the direct speech is in simple present, then we can change it into simple past. That's all. Okay. And today, if you did not understand the reporter speech, again you go and watch the video. That's the only way, because the class is there. As much as you want, you can open and see it. And the more you see, the clearer it will become to you. You will become perfect in the reporter speech. Once you become perfect in the reporter speech means you learned English. Then there is nothing more. Now today we are going to discuss another point of grammar. Its name is noun clause. The noun clause. We know noun. What is a noun? A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. A noun is a person, noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. A name. In other words, we can say a noun is a naming word. A noun is a naming word. Name of anything is a noun. Name of a person. Ramu, Raju, Ravi, Anida, Sita, whatever it is, these are the names of persons. Doctor, engineer, teacher, policeman, names of persons only. Actually, name of a professional, these are. So like that, the name of anything. Thing. Thing means, see, from a small grain of sand, from that, the huge mountain, whatever it is. Mountain is a place only. A huge rock, okay, a huge rock. All are things only. So pen is a thing, pencil is a thing, paper is a thing, like that. But things include some other things also, which are not having any shape or which cannot be taken into our hands and we cannot do any work with them. Such things also are there. These are called invisible things. Means our thoughts. Thought is a thing. Pain is a thing. But the name of anything like that is called a noun. If it is a name, say it's a noun. Usually we take nouns for single words. Like that I said pain, pen, pencil, like that. Place name is the school is a place. country is a place, village is a place, town is a place, city is a place, house is a place, like that place. All these are single words: house, city, town, country, school, Manoj, Siddharth, Revati, pen, pencil. All these are single words. So we studied nouns in the form of single words. But when several words together make a noun, usually we call it a noun phrase. A noun phrase. For example, a blue sari. A blue sari, a black pen, a broken piece of chalk, like that. These are called noun phrases. But sometimes a sentence can be changed into a noun clause. When we speak of a clause, what is a clause? A clause contains a subject and a verb in it. A clause contains a subject and a verb in it. Then we call it a clause. So look at the sentence here. One student said that he had an attack of a headache. One student said that he had an attack of a headache. What is the subject of this sentence? One student. And what's the verb? Said. One student said, subject and verb. And what is the object? There is an object here. One student said what? Object is given that he had an attack of a headache. That part full is the object of the verb said. Usually the object is a single word. When we study simple sentences, subject, verb, object. He ate an apple. When we say he ate an apple, he subject, ate verb, an apple object. But here, that he had an attack of a headache. How many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words are there. And among these 8 words, we can see a noun and a verb, a pronoun and a verb, subject and a verb is there. All these together make the object. Always object is a noun or a pronoun. So all these words together here act as an object. So this group of words functions as a noun. So we call it a noun clause. A clause which acts as a noun is called a noun clause. So what is the meaning of that? Let us think in a little bit in Telugu also. Here, if you look at the meaning, Tanaki, headache, okay, headache, attack of headache, and talanoppi. Talanoppi, undani, adatu cheppadu. Adaniki em undani cheppadu? Talanoppi undani cheppadu. He said what? What? That he had an attack of a headache. So here he had an attack of a headache and that pakkana paduthe, he had an attack of a headache of a sentence was the. A sentence ki munduga dachu pettappudu clause ga maripoyindi. In a compound sentence, in a complex sentence, the first part is called a main clause, the second part is called a subordinate clause. That he had an attack of a headache is called a subordinate clause. ఇంకా ఒక సెంటెన్స్ చెప్పాలంటే, నువ్వు తీసుకున్నదే మంచిది కాదు. నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది మంచిది కాదు. ఇందులో సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి? నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది. అది మొత్తం సబ్జెక్టే. మంచిది కాదు ఇస్ అ ప్రెడికేట్. సో నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది, అందులో చూస్తే నువ్వు సబ్జెక్ట్, తీసుకున్నది తీసుకోవడం అనేది వర్బ్. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది అని ఎలా చెప్పాలి ఇంగ్లీష్లో? ఫస్ట్ ఏం చెప్పాలి? నువ్వు తీసుకున్నావు. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? యూ టుక్. యూ టుక్. నువ్వు తీసుకున్నది, నువ్వు తీసుకున్నావు అని నువ్వు తీసుకున్నదిని మార్చాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్లో దాట్ పెట్టాలి. అప్పుడేమొస్తుంది? దాట్ యూ టుక్. In the place of that we can use what also. That you took is not good. That you took is not good. We can say what you took is not good. What you took is not good. So తీసుకునేది మంచిది కాదు. Like that the meaning comes. So like this, when we make a subject or object with a clause, it is called a noun clause. So another example set here. What you say is not clear to me. What you say is not clear to me. నువ్వు చెప్తున్నది నాకు స్పష్టంగా లేదు. What you say is not clear to me. ఓకే. అతనికి వచ్చినది, అతనికి వచ్చినది మంచి పీసే, మంచి పీసే అని చెప్పాలి. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? అతనికి వచ్చినది మంచి పీసే. వచ్చినది అంటే దొరికినది. ఎలా చెప్పాలి? హీ గోట్. హీ గోట్. అది అని యాడ్ చేయాలి. ఎక్కడ యాడ్ చేయాలి? ఫస్ట్లో యాడ్ చేయాలి. అప్పుడేమవుతుంది? వాట్ హీ గోట్. What he got is a good piece. Like that. So what he got is a noun clause. I did not understand what you said. I did not understand what you said. Meaning ఏంటి? నువ్వు చెప్పేది నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. సో ఇందులో నౌన్ క్లాస్ ఏది? వాట్ యు సెడ్. I did not understand what you said. That is the noun clause. Like that. The pen I bought yesterday. The pen I bought yesterday is not writing well. That pen I bought yesterday. That pen I bought yesterday is not writing well. ఏంటి అర్థం? నేను నిన్న కొన్న ఆ పెన్ సరిగా రాయట్లేదు. సో లైక్ దాట్ యూ కెన్ ఆల్సో మేక్ noun clauses in this way. How to make the noun clause? Very simple. Look at this sentence. I say now, carefully listen. You can change it into a noun clause. He made a kite. He made a kite. Okay, not that. It is a little bit complicated. I'll say another one. He had a beautiful pen. He had a beautiful pen. He always said about it. He always said about it. About it you take away, about it no need. He always said. He had a beautiful pen. He always said. And we can make the noun clause as the object of this sentence. Then it will become what? Other చెప్పాడు. ఏం చెప్పాడు? తనకు ఒక మంచి సుందరమైన పెన్ ఉండేదని అని చెప్పాడు. ఇలా రావాలి. Then how can we make it? He said that he had a beautiful pen. That he had a beautiful pen. That part will become the noun clause. So more practice here. A passage is given in the textbook. You can see page number 55. And before going to that, I want to remind you, you have a work to complete on page number 54. Read the following imaginary conversation between Swami and his father. Change it into reporter speech. You must complete that work today as the homework. Also, read this passage, what to do there. Now read the following passage carefully and identify the noun clauses. A passage is given here, just read and identify the noun clause, underline it, and replace the underlined words that, so, and it with the suitable noun clauses. Here some words are used like that, that, so, and it. You can change it into, you can change these words with the noun clauses. For example, here, I don't believe that. అందులో that ఉంది. Change that. ఇక్కడ that అంటే దేని గురించి చెప్తున్నారు హెడ్ మాస్టర్? One student said that he had suffered from a severe headache. సో ఇక్కడ ఆ సెంటెన్స్లో ఉంది, ఇక్కడ దాట్కి బదులుగా రావాల్సిన క్లాస్. సో టేక్ అవే that and put it there. What is the clause there? That he had suffered from a severe headache అనేది. That clause can be used here instead of that. Like that in the whole passage, you exchange that, so, and it with these kinds of noun clauses. And third Roman, go to the third Roman. It is to edit, it is for editing. What is meant by editing? Read the following passage and edit the underlined parts. Edit అంటే కరెక్ట్ చేయాలని అర్థం. అంటే ఏదో మిస్టేక్స్ ఉందన్నమాట. ఆ మిస్టేక్స్ని మీరు కరెక్ట్ చేసి రాయాలి. ఒకవేళ మీ బుక్స్లో, మీ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో అండర్లైన్ లేకపోవచ్చు. అండర్లైన్ లేకపోయినా చదివినప్పుడు మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది ఎక్కడెక్కడ మిస్టేక్ ఉందో. ఆ మిస్టేక్స్ని కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి. Remember the rules you studied in a reporter speech. One thing you have to remember, when we use linking word, only one linking word will come. It will be that for statements and question word for questions, E for whether for yes or no questions. And like that one word only will come. But some of you write that what, that why, like that. That and question word will not come together. Remember that. So remember all those rules and try to correct it. Also tense. Tense mistakes are there. First of all, the passage, in which tense, basically in which tense, all sentence should be changed to that tense. That can be a mistake, sir. Once if other tense is used here, it can be a mistake. You have to correct the tense also. Again, some prepositions used may not be right. So read carefully and correct the mistakes. This also include in your homework for today. So these are 3 words I give you as homework for today. First one, change into reporter speech. Second one, find the noun clauses from the passage and replace that, so, and it with the noun clauses. And next one, editing of the passage. Means correct the wrong ones. Okay? Wish you all the best. Thank you.